Yeah.
Don't be the kind of person that, you know, you can't talk about like anything without crying.
Offended.
Like this fucking guy.
She needs a fucking
Everyone I
safe
talk
space.
to who is excited to go back to another Garth Brooks concert is like,
Oh
you
my
blew
God.
them out of the water. It's a special experience. How do you explain, what is that? What is that special experience that people are getting?
I wish I knew, because I don't feel like it's anything crazy. I just feel like there's a connection. That's nice. Because when I go, try to remember, before you ever step on stage, you're a fan. And so we still go to concerts. Me and Miss Sherwood just went to Bruno. We went to Urban, JT. And in those moments when you're in that crowd, all you want is that artist to look at you for 3 seconds. And you can go, hey, man, thanks for your music. It's been cool. And as an entertainer, it's the same thing. You're just looking in their faces just to say, thank you for my life. Thank you for my kid's life. I can't believe I'm getting to do this. And so I think that connection that goes on, and it doesn't matter where you're at. Now, people go, man, can the artist see his way up? Yeah, 100%. You can see it, feel it.
No, you can't.
And so I'll call them out when I do to make sure that they know me and them are on the same line.
You can see his eyes are welling up.
But he's making me cry because, like, I feel some similar way, you know? It is great being an artist. It's special.
Sure. Yeah.
But, Tom, let's be honest. When you're doing these huge venues, can you see the person sitting up in the nosebleeds? Can you see their faces?
I mean, you can't, no, but I know what he means, like, because, well, he plays music, so you recognize him. So, like, when I walk on stage, I always try to, like, shout out to the balconies, right?
Yeah.
And you recognize, and then you do it at the end, right? Or you might even during the show. But, you know, I think his thing is, like, he wants to, like, make eye contact.
That's what I'm saying.
Every person, which
what he's claiming is not really.
Yeah, it's not true. He's playing stadiums. So, yeah.
His big ass stadium tour. He can't do that.
You can't.
Every person.
You really do make those connections. You see someone in the crowd and go, we're doing
100%. Yeah. And then what's crazy is you see them and go, wait a minute, I've seen you before. And then, you know, they've been at other shows. So it's a cool family within the band and crew and within the people that come and see the show.
Yeah, but also,
What does that mean to you to hear those sort of like long lasting fandoms?
Oh, that's sweet. I don't think it has that much to do with the artist. I think it's got something to do with the music.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. Because there's something about the music that pulls you, something that strikes in your lifetime that you relive all of a sudden you hear. I know, because I'm a fan of music. So when you're sitting there all of a sudden, somebody might come there for Thunder Rolls. And that's all they're waiting for. Other people coming there for the dance. But then what happens is while you're waiting for your song, these other songs start to fill in your life. And you see what's going on with the people around you. It gets really good, man. Sorry I'm emotional. It's just I love getting to do this.
You fucking lunatic. Yeah.
Can I tell you, I have I think I know what it is.
What is it?
Okay. Whitney will not mind me talking about this because we did on her podcast. Good for you. When Whitney was in Austin, we were in the green room and she was like, I was diagnosed as autistic. I'm technically on the spectrum.
Uh-huh.
And I guess in the moment I had a little something to drink and I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. Like I said it out loud to her and I didn't mean to.
Sounds like something you would do.
So anyway, we've talked about it since and and now that I know somebody with it, I'm thinking our friend Garth is on the spectrum.
But
what? Hold on, Yana. Hold on. Remember that time with Trish and he went and then he's mimicking emotions constantly.
Yeah, but he's also feeling emotions.
However, Elon Musk will often cry in interviews. I've seen Elon cry, and
Really?
he's Asperger's as well.
Okay.
That's how the Australians say it, Asperger's. Elon's cried. So they're not incapable of emotion.
Sure.
It's that sometimes they can't, it's inappropriately maybe.
Okay. Could be.
I'm going to put the theory out there. If you're watching this and you're like a person that diagnoses
can we Google
autism, Asperger's, he may not be diagnosed.
Is G on this? Is he on the spectrum or is he?
G is an R.
Oh my God.
No, he's not an R, but he's definitely on the Trump. He's definitely on the Trump. Yeah, he's a musical genius. He's look.
Okay.
Don't Google. Chris Gaines is definitely R-worded.
I interviewed the cutest lady today out of town, out in the country, and we talking super fan stuff, and we're like, "What's your favorite memory?" She's like, "Listening to the river, high school, in the car, McDonald's drive-through, wait for lunch, and we gotta get there quick." And all my girlfriends were singing the solo, and she got emotional. I'm like, "What a very specific, memory." So, was very cool. She's a great lady. Yeah, she's coming tonight. She's really excited. What's the best, like, when I hear that song, Garth? And you're like, that is crazy.
I'm gonna
specific.
cry.
Does the one stand out for you?
Well, I mean, that one right there. I mean, think about it. That just tells me that the river really affects this woman, which means tonight, if I know she's in the crowd, I'll do it. I'm going to try and do it the best I've ever done just for her. That's good.
He's about to fucking fall apart right now. And then, I got to tell you something. I feel the same way performing on stage for you guys.
Sure.
When you scream bikes,
or
man,
show me how those big tits fart when I come out.
I go, man, tonight I'm going to yell bikes, and I'm really going to think about you and how it made you feel the first time, too. Just give me a second. All right.
Well, I guess it's official. We're now on Facebook. I really wasn't sure about this at the start. But then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense. She said, think of it more as a conversation. I like that. But I'm already finding out on my own that it's wiping the walls out between you and me, and I really like that. It allows us into each other's worlds, or I guess in my case, the hotel room.
Ugh.
When I think about things I want to post cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff.
No.
But most of the stuff I'm going to post is going to be raw stuff like this.
Raw stuff like this.
This is just who I am.
Ugh.
So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
So that was his introduction to social media. And that's why we first played him. We were like, what the fuck was that?
So,
that's
so
weird.
Andrew, okay, so here's the deal. At first I was like, this guy's off. Like
Yeah.
there's something inauthentic. I'm not reading. It doesn't read.
Yeah.
I think he might be on the spectrum.
Ooh.
Because he's mimicking human emotion. At times he has emotions that are like inappropriate. Like I've seen Elon Musk who came out having Asperger's, as we say in Australia.
Asperger's.
And
Best show on TV.
it's the
Yeah.
The best show on TV. The best show.
the best. So I don't think it's drugs or mental illness. I think he's autistic. And I think he's mimicking what he thinks a great country singer should be like in real life.
Yeah, why are we so drawn to autistic people?
Because they can mimic what the expectations of a person are. Meaning he's studied probably what he thinks a person should be like. And then he goes, okay, here's where I laugh. Let the conversation. That's why it's all off. There's no room for error because it's not spontaneous.
Well, this is like a great example of like, so
I'm still like reacting to
from
that
right?
emotionally.
Yeah, you
I
need a
know.
I
moment.
want to give like a witty, fun response.
Yeah.
right.
But I'm like, how many years of living in a complete bubble do you have to have before you can do something like that with like zero embarrassment?
Right.
Like, fuck.
Right?
Like, I'm almost a little like sad.
Yeah. Because, and also like,
That's what this show does to you, Andrew.
he did.
Right?
If you don't leave here feeling sad and fucked
Then we
up,
didn't do it.
this is not your mom's
It's
house.
your mom's house,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Feel sad. But,
Dude,
but like,
and also the hotel room.
the
The
room
hotel room? It's
and-
dark as shit. He doesn't turn a light
and
on.
the whisper stuff. Like, it was a sexy voice. He goes, I like that.
Let the conversation begin.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's like he's coming out.
Yeah.
Like it felt like that a little bit. Like they said
did.
it's a little wild.
That's exactly
but let's
what
give
it
it
was.
a try.
Yeah,
he
that's
was
exactly what
coming
it was.
out. He's getting rid of those walls. He's letting you in. This guy, someone told him Facebook just means you're gay.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll do the video.
I'll do the video.
I'm going to do the video. I'm going to come out, and I bet you they'll still come to the concerts.
Dude.
And they still are. He has no clue.
It's the fucking cringiest thing I've ever seen.
But notice too, he's always talking about wiping the walls away, communicating, getting closer to the fans, because I think he knows that's what fans want. So he's thinking
Right.
from backwards.
Yeah.
He's thinking from the outside in.
This one,
you know what I mean? It's
you're
calculated
right.
as
It's
shit.
calculated because he
Yeah.
was like that person who was like, "This is what people are doing." G,
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, all right," and he's like, I like that, and like, so
Yeah.
he did what he's like. Maybe they'll like what I just did. The Ukraine one
That was a weird
is
You got to see this one. Headphones. Put
your headphones on for this
Yeah,
one.
Buckle up.
because this one just has. It's a plea to raise fundraising, but it has one
Oh my
moment
God.
where
This
you're
one's
like, why did you think, and then why did you air this? Why didn't you do a take two, right?
Hey everybody, Garth Brooks.
And Trisha Yearwood.
And we're proud to say we stand with Ukraine, especially the refugees.
There's a global initiative, and of course, supplies and aid is already spread thin. And this is where you come in. We need your help. We need you to donate.
Yeah, I mean, we always ask for love and prayers. Please keep doing that. But we're also going to ask you, dig in your pockets. Be part of the greatest global relief plan mankind has ever seen.
Everybody deserves dignity. Everybody deserves a roof over their head to feel safe. You can be a part of that.
Yeah, amen. So join us, won't you? Stand up for love.
Stand up for mankind.
Stand up for Ukraine.
Why did he laugh there?
I just can't get over. Is that his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Just a shocking resemblance to Shane Gillis. Like an absolute shocking resemblance. I can't. I honestly, I tuned out the whole thing. I tuned out because everything going on here. So is that a Kaepernick hat?
Definitely not.
That would be shocking. But
Yeah.
7 is Cap's number, right?
I think you're right. For sure, that's like how many fucking Notre Dame stadiums he sold or something. I don't know what it is. But
Okay. Oh, it has
yeah.
something to do with like him and his
I'm
merch.
sure. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But there's
the
that
little
part.
laugh at the end.
He
Yeah,
goes,
what's he
stand
laughing
up
for?"
for humanity. And stand up for Ukraine. You're like, what the fuck just happened there?
Oh, he's out of it, huh?
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
doesn't know what's happening
He's
there.
disconnected,
Yeah.
guys. I'm telling you. And also when he does this politician thing, the greatest humanitarian effort. That's what Obama was doing. Change, we're gonna make change. It's the same politician. He's
Yeah.
mimicking what people act like. And there's nothing spontaneous.
You know what? Maybe.
Oof, it's creepy. Go
You
ahead.
know how like you can't stop watching the show Love on the Spectrum. You can't
Yeah.
just stop observing them. They're just fun to just watch because you never know what's going to happen, and like you know it's going to be like pure raw honesty. Like,
Yeah.
and you know like
Yeah, I love
the
that.
fucking like even the people who are good reality stars,
Yeah.
they require a little bit. They require a little like lack of self-awareness.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's what I have.
Yeah.
Well, you might be good at reality.
I was on Road Rules back in the 90s.
Wait, really? What
Yeah.
season?
Season 6, Australia, mate.
With whom?
Piggy, Chadwick.
The guy who got like the burns or whatever. He got like cuts in his arm. He like
He had a tiger tattoo over his heart because this girl broke his heart. Susie Meister and who else? We were like really young. It's a million years ago. I'm trying to remember the cast. Even.
But you
I
know
can't
the
remember.
people who are really good are the ones that like don't.
Psychos.
Yeah, they're psychos, but they're like
Yeah.
they have to be kind of funny, but they can't really be aware about how embarrassing they are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't look away because you're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you're going to cause a problem in this situation
Yeah.
and not give a flying fuck.
That's why it's so good. Like Jersey Shore was so good.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
That show was fucking incredible.
Best show.
Like people act like it's a joke now. Like Snooki was like a punchline for a
Sure.
while,
Yeah,
but like
fucking
it was appointment television.
It really was.
Yes.
Yeah. You didn't miss, I mean, if you missed it, you're like,
Fantastic.
we gotta, like, yeah, I want to see these, because they felt like caricatures. They
was
didn't even feel-
cartoons.
yeah,
Yeah.
cartoons.
Ooh, mommy, did you enjoy that highlight? Why don't you have more fun? Click around. Click here, or here, or here, or here, or here. Look. Try it out. Have more fun. Why don't you subscribe? That way, every time a video drops, you can be notified. You're not going to miss a moment of denim, okay? Try it out. Be her.